when we're talking about this body of research and we're talking about science of reading, and I know this could be a course, this question I'm about to ask you, but what is the difference between research-based, research validated, and evidence-based? Is there sort of a simple way to communicate those three?
I would say to you that there is no consistent use of those in the field. And so, if somebody uses any of those with you, you're going to have to ask them what they mean by it. But there are, at least many years ago, I actually tried to come up with some terms like this that people could use, and it never caught on. And so I don't want to go back to those and confuse it. But there are people who try to distinguish between what they refer to as evidence-based and research-based. And the notion of the claim is that evidence-based means that there's actually a specific study on that procedure. And so, we've got the XYZ phonics program. Somebody did a study on it and found that teaching the XYZ phonics program is beneficial to first graders. They learn to read faster or better than the kids in the control group who didn't get the XYZ phonics program. And that's an evidence-based program now. Research-based program, according to these folks, is essentially you would go through, and this is pretty much what we've done with Wonders. You'd go through the body of research on this and say, what are the key features that stands out in these studies? Well, they're systematic. They have a definite order of and a sequence of what they're teaching, and they're able to monitor the kids' learning of that and all that kind of thing. Oh, they keep apart similar letters or sounds so that the kids can really master one before getting confused by the other, and so on and so forth. And you say, well, do you have a research study showing that phonics study? Well, no, but what we've done is we've designed it to be consistent with all of those research findings. Again, I don't think you're going to find these used really that consistently. So I would always ask, but that there is that distinction between these things that have been, this program itself has been studied versus this program follows the research closely and in its design. It sounds like, wow, the evidence-based must be a lot better than the research-based when you describe it that way. But that's actually not the case, because you're always stuck saying, well, wait a minute. If we're going to buy this evidence-based program and you say it worked, what were their kids like? What were their classrooms like? And their classrooms had like 18 kids in it, and ours have 32.
Right.
Their classroom didn't have any second language kids, and ours have, 20%. Their classrooms didn't have any high poverty kids, and I work in inner city Chicago, and on and on and on. And so, the fact that this thing worked for somebody is not a bad thing. That's useful, but it might not be the best thing in your situation because, of those differences. So it gets a little tricky.